What's up guys, it's been a while. This video is going to feature Lady Tsunade's war efforts and how she easily countered Lady Chiyo's poisons and any other poisons that might be along the way. You know, Hanzo had that poisonous or venomous salamander that he used, that he could summon to. So this video is just going to showcase how in fact she countered it while on the battlefield. It's actually absurd in how she does it rather. And it's one simple feat, and it's through the use of Katsuyu. And I'm going to show you guys how I think she even did it, like on the spot. She came up with, like, it's just brilliant. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. As we all know, Katsuyu is Lady Tsunade's personal summon and a boss summon and a legendary summon of that who resides in the Shikatsu forest, right? So she normally summons Katsuyu to do mass healing, so she can heal multiple persons at the same time rather. So, you know, yeah, Katsuyu is just that bitch. Katsuyu is just the best summon, like, in everything. Like, she's just so useful wherever you put her. Like, she's just gonna eat and leave no crumbs, literally. So, yeah. So we all know during the second Great Ninja War, Lady Chiyo and Tsunade were like kind of rivals in this. Well, not really rivals, but like Chiyo would just poison you and then you would just die like 2 days after, and then there was no one who could really counter that. But then came Tsunade. She just revolutionized the team, how ninja squad should operate, always including a medical ninja in the squad to make sure that increases the chances of survival, you know? Like, Tsunade is just a tactical genius, as Jiraiya said. So, as we all know, Tsunade's medical prowess is unmatched. Like, her untapped potential when it comes to medical ninjutsu, anything doing with doctors, medical, like, she is just unmatched, unsurpassable. Like, she is just the doctor. She's the epitome of what a doctor should be. Like, Chiyo would just hit you one time with her poison and then you just die 2 days after. But because Tsunade is such a genius, she can, as you see when she was first introduced, she was able to analyze Orochimaru's condition. Yeah, she was able to just diagnose Orochimaru's condition just by looking at him. She didn't have to run any tests or anything, just one glance, and she just, yeah, she's just that good. One glance and she was able to sum up what was going on with Orochimaru's condition. Like, she is just that good when it comes to medical stuff. Like, yeah. Now, we all know how poisons and venoms are dealt with in the Narutoverse. Usually it's through an extraction to get the patient out of immediate danger. And that's normally through the use of the delicate illness extraction technique / jutsu. You know that one that Sakura used to save Kankuro, to like extract most of the poison out of his system so that he wouldn't be in like life-threatening danger anymore, so that she can concoct like an antidote for the poison and also identify the type of poison it is. Yeah. So as you can see in this clip, that's the jutsu Sakura is about to use to, like, literally pull most of the poison out of Kankuro's body so that she can take him out of, like, immediate danger, so that poison doesn't work its way all throughout his body and just kill him quicker. Yeah, so this jutsu is really useful, and if you can see, like, the makeup of it coming up soon, it kind of resembles Katsuyu in a sense, like how it looks kind of slimy. You know, slugs produce slime and so on, if you get where I'm going with this. And remember, Katsuyu has the ability to completely dissolve herself into nothing but body fluids, liquid. Like, you should know where I'm going with this by now. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys how Tsunade did that in the war against Chiyo. It's just surprising to me how she did this. Like, she's just amazing, and how she just did all of this in the heat of battle against, like, she's just that bitch. She's just that good. And just to add something about Katsuyu, she's a slug, right? And slugs are like omnivores. They eat basically anything, but they mostly eat plants, roots, leaves, and so on. So Katsuyu kind of has like Katsuyu is already resistant herself to like physical attacks, and then based on what slugs eat, I'm guessing she's also resistant to most poisons or venoms, or because of what her diet consists of, mostly plants. She eats so many plants, she could have her whole diet just built a whole immune system to most poisons or anything. And then even if Katsuyu is poisoned or anything, she can always just break apart that part of her body that the poison was infected by, and then she's good to go. And then she can always just analyze the type of poison with Tsunade's help and make the correct antidote to get it out. Like, it's just Katsuyu is just so good. Like, I don't know how this summon can be even more OP than she already is. Like, she's just ugh. Oh, and something else to note as well, how Tsunade was able, I'm guessing, I don't know how she would get herbs and so on the battlefield. As I said, maybe it's through Katsuyu's diet, because Katsuyu mostly eats leaves and plants. So maybe Katsuyu was already resistant to these types of poison, and it just so happened that Tsunade is a medical genius and she just knows her stuff like that. Like, yeah. Also, remember the fact that Katsuyu can like just dissolve into just bodily fluids, and then she can just like when she liquefies herself, Tsunade makes an antidote using her as like, I would say she's gonna use Katsuyu as like a catalyst to like speed up the process of making the antidote, but no change is gonna happen to Katsuyu herself. And with using Katsuyu as a catalyst for making the antidote for the poison, Katsuyu reforms, and then so the antidote is within her, and then she splits up into 1,000 smaller clones, and then goes around and injects I don't know if she bites them or she heals them with the antidote. I guess she just nibbles into their arm and, I don't know, spreads the antidote over the battlefield for the Leaf Shinobi, for whoever got poisoned by Chiyo. I'm thinking she more would nibble, because like she has to transfer the antidote through some way or some sort. So yeah, so that's my take on how she would actually be able to do that. Another thing as well, and how she can just liquefy herself, she could also just relay, Tsunade could make like a clone, just relay the information that come to this healing area, and once you step into it, the antidote, because again it's liquid, so your skin is gonna absorb some of it. So yeah, I don't know, that's just my take on that. And another possible scenario could be Tsunade uses one of Katsuyu's clones to go like get that specific herb or plant, or eat that specific herb or plant, and because Katsuyu is one entity, so even though that one clone eats that plant or that antidote, everyone gets it. I don't know, after when she reforms, it just goes through her entire system. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a way Tsunade would just have medicinal herbs on her in the war. I don't. Yeah, I'm just thinking it's through Katsuyu. Based on what she eats, I guess she would just have like a natural resistance to most poison, or resistance to most poisons or venoms, because she's a slug and she eats, most leaves and plants, which are kind of like resistant themselves to poisons and so on, because of how their cells are, and then again Katsuyu can just break herself into pieces, so if she ever should get poisoned, she can just break that small part off of her. So yeah. Well, that's just my take on how I believe it went down with Tsunade versus Chiyo in the second Great Ninja War and possibly the third Great Ninja War. I don't know if they fought in the third, but I do know that they fought in the second. And as I said, Hanzo as well, he uses a venomous salamander, so yeah, Tsunade possibly could have made a poison for that too, because the Sanin were literally fighting against him. Yeah, so that's just my take on how Tsunade just countered every single poison in the second Great Ninja Wars, and just how she just revolutionized the ninja squads and always having a medical ninja to increase the success rate of the squad, or the survival rate of the squad. Like, she's just a tactical genius. Like, Jiraiya was correct. No one matches her in combat skills. She's unsurpassable.